Hey guys, and welcome back to Hand of Fate 2. As always, I'm DemonFriend93, and last time we attempted death for the second time and got both the silver and the gold token on it. And so today we will move on to Temperance.
These pieces come together in order to allow us a window into your past.
Okay.
The events that have led you here.
Sure.
Your reason for being, and perhaps mine.
Right. During the worst famine in the history of the Empire, an unnatural power is causing the dead to rise and stalk the land. Food shortage. The famine has made food scarce. Avoid starvation. And undead. Destroy the source of the undead. Alright. Well. If I'm gonna go against undead, I guess I'll probably go with Estrella, because, you know, she loves fighting the undead. First time I fought with her was with the undead, which means might as well put the Peasant King in. I will try the Fabled Beast to see what that does, and Interception to see what that does. And, then we have all the Platinum cards. I'll put in the Maiden, because she can give us some food. What else could get us some food? Friendly innkeeper. We need to buy it. General store. Trade food. Trade food. You don't want trade food. We want to gain food. Gain food. We'll do one drunken night for food. Sure. Pauper dilemma. Sure. We'll. Wait. No. Raider ambush. We don't want to deal with no more raiders. Tarts, pies, and lies.
Is one of your favorites.
Yes, it is most certainly one of. It gives me food. Waterfall of Youth, definitely. Healer, Forgotten Dreams. Arm wrestling and Bitter Winter. Okay. So we're dealing with the corrupted, or you know, the undead. Whatever the hell they're called. So we'll do the Harvest Blade to figure out what that does. Yeah, this is basically New Game Plus. Complete the High Priestess with this item and 12 Blessing to unlock this token. It's New Game Plus mode on it. What is... For shield is useful against Northerners. Activate your weapon ability 40 times to unlock this shard. Wind's Return. 12 mages. Broad shield, figure out what that does. Shield to try and finish it off. Bloodletting vial. A 30 corrupted. 100 corrupted killed, explode, causing a short stun. Holy purification. Now we'll see what the Reaper's arrow does. If we can get it, hopefully. Armor of Gluttony. Yes, it will be good. And Pious Robes. And of course, my good old Frontier Bar Boot. Sacrificial Bond and Tiger's Eye. For starting equipment, Questing Mace 2. Yeah. Worker's Hammer. Eyes for others. Charged Bash abilities against any enemies. What the hell's a Charged Bash? And Fate's Path. Why not? Wait, no. Food shortage. We're gonna want food. Of course. Alright.
The Empire works against its own people, yet none of it matters.
Sure.
There will be no uprising as long as they are fed. Yet, take away their bread, and even the most peaceful
become hostile.
Consider the songs of revolt.
The innkeeper joins you at the table. I have some information. The Reaper was paid up front by a halfling known as Garrick Drowkin. The price was apparently an entire cartload of gold. He made the contract and then left the city. Ask about Garrick. A mercenary, he was employed by the Imperial Army for several years until they wiped out the halfling kingdoms. Since then, he works for the highest bidder. By halfling, I'm assuming you don't mean like hobbit halfling. Because halfling, like, if that picture is supposed to be him, because he's a mercenary. I mean, it's a mercenary. He was employed by the Imperial Army. It doesn't sound like the Imperial Army would hire a hobbit, right? They're a little bit short stature. So halfling can mean anything of just a half-breed, basically. Half human, half elf, half human, half ogre, half human, half dwarf, half human. It doesn't even have to be half human. It could be half elf, half ogre. My God, that's hard to say. The innkeeper pauses as a group of Imperial soldiers enter. He relaxes when they sit at a table and order drinks. Ask where Garrick may be found. He was last seen on the road to Bridgemore Village, a farming village in the outer provinces. The whole area is up in arms with this famine going on. If you want my advice, the innkeeper offers, you should leave the city, forget this life of death and glory. Find peace in whatever far-off land you can before your enemies catch up with you. Who knows what calamity will befall when they find out who you're still alive. Depart for Bridgemore Village, disregarding everything he just told me. So we have to try and lose less than 10 villagers and go to Bridgemore Village. Sure.
Of course, in
Thomas
a
the
world
ogre
that has lost all of its wonder, violence, muscle, and brute strength still remain. So like the usurper in all its ways.
Right. You are cautiously approached on the trail by a group of farmers. Greetings, friend. One of them begins. Are you in need of supplies? The group explains that an evil ogre has stockpiled rations in his cave not far away. They intend to fight the creature and retrieve the goods to feed their families. Would you be willing to tag along for an equal share of the food? Sure. You set out at once for the ogre's lair. Along the way, explain exactly what sort of beast is awaiting you. The mayor went to visit his prize-winning horse last week and found nothing in the stall but a torn saddle. Your companion exclaims, not a drop of blood. The beast must have picked it up and taken it home to eat. Ignore the farmers the rest of the journey. Listen to more stories. It's huge and nasty, the taller farmer says. My cousin saw it eat 5 live chickens in a single bite while it was stealing his cows. Listen to more stories. It ate my nephew's dog right there in front of him. Little Joseph was out collecting firewood when the great hairy beast plucked his dog off the ground and swallowed him with one bite. Listen to more stories. Cassius the baker told me that it broke into his shop last month looking for food. It set the whole place on fire while raiding the oven. Ignore the farmers for the rest of the journey or ask whether any of them have seen the ogre. The group is suddenly quiet as they exchange glances. No, one of them offers, but my Aunt Mattie swears that it ate all the radishes in our garden. The monster's lair is just up ahead, one of the farmers comments sometime later. Is it now? A deep voice... Is it now? A deep voice inquires as the monster in question strolls into view. Lovely. The speechless farmers hastily retreat as the ogre stops and inspects you. My name is Thomas, and this is my domain. What business have you here? Demand that he return the stolen food. I have stolen no goods from these humans. What food I possess I earned with my own hands in this forest. Your desperation does not give you the right to take what is rightfully mine. The farmers manage to find their voices, throwing all manner of accusations at Thomas, who merely shakes his head in response. Believe what you will, warrior, but know that I will defend my home. He lifts his weapon purposefully, saying, I may be more reasonable than most of my kin, but thought without action is pointless after all. Fight the ogre or refuse to fight? Ooh, I'm gonna refuse to fight. Watch, the farmers cry incredulously. Are you siding with this hulking monster? Despite their outrage and frustration, the farmers can do little but give up and return home. Reasonable human, Thomas comments, turning to you. You are indeed a rare beast. He gestures to a waterfall behind him. My dwelling lies beyond the waterfall. Would you care to join me for a game? I have few visitors of your intellectual caliber. I may have a magical trinket I would be willing to bet against you just to make things interesting. I'll accept. Follow the ogre back to his lair and sit at a stone table opposite him. What takes your interest today? Cards? Dice? Play a card game, play a dice game, play a game of manual dexterity. By manual dexterity, do you mean that there is a pendulum? Let's go with that. Well, that'll be easy.
Patience. Do not move too quickly.
Fuck!
For haste
Fucking
breeds
fuck,
only
fuck,
failure.
fuck! Why am I so impatient? That was so stupid of me. Luckily, I have Estrella. That was dumb. It's stationary. Like, how fucking stupid do I have to be to fucking miss a goddamn stationary target?
That will set you in good stead from here.
Jesus! You play the game well. I will have to do better in future, Thomas admonishes himself. He reaches behind the table and lifts an item, saying, would this be of any use to you? I don't know. A token? Ah, the sacrificial
I
bond.
dare say mine rather more than yours, at least at this point. Time will tell how that changes.
Optionally lose your companion for 3 turns to ignore the effects of a single pain card. Awesome! Perhaps another game. I can't choose to not, so I guess I'll play a card game? Oh, lovely. Thomas, don't kill me, please. I was so nice to you. Thomas plays the game with both skill and luck. Never mind your loss, he says. Clearly you've never played that game before. Perhaps another game. I've not played many games against humans. Mostly they try to kill me. Luckily for me, the fairy folk are far more civilized. That's another thing that the halfling could be, is half fairy. Right? You need a 4 or higher. That's a 2. Well, we're close. Thomas plays the game with both skill and luck. Never mind your loss, he says. Clearly you've never played that game before. The ogre stands, saying, thank you for your visit, human. I have enjoyed this afternoon's diversions, but now I must tend to the other matters. You bid the ogre goodbye and head back into the forest. Sweet! I found a very nice
You continue
ogre.
to involve yourself in northern affairs.
Why?
Imagine what you could have achieved if you devoted yourself to study.
Are you trying to say I should go back to school or something? Fuck the Northerners, I hate them! Ursus, a young warrior from the north, proposes a hunting contest. This farmer kindly saved my boy instead of handing him to the Empire. I'll rid the land of the boars, destroying his crops in thanks. Who will be a worthy opponent? As you step forward to accept the challenge, the farmer warns, not only have they been wreaking havoc on my fields, a huge white beast ate one of my lambs. I hacked off one of his tusks, but he still roams. You and Ursus shake hands before heading into the fields, paying heed to the gnarly grunts echoing in the distance. Okay. I got a success. You find a pair of giant hogs, locking tusks. They're too busy fighting for dominance to notice you enter their territory. As you slay the biggest of the two, the other flees, leaving a trail of blood behind. Well, shit. Across the field, a boar knocks Ursus to the ground. The dealer reduces the dice gamut target by 3. You continue hunting until the sun begins to set, then haul your kills back to the farmhouse. Ursus paces in front of a pile of dead beasts as the farmer tallies your kills. And okay. Sounded like the game crashed there for a second. Do we need a what? 4 or higher on that? Let's just reroll both of these. Oh, praise be the dice gods. Fuck you. You gave me 2 1s. You are an asshole, dice gods. Ursus has beat you by 5 beasts. Ursus is the winner, the farmer announces. I'm grateful to you both. My fields will be safe once more, says the farmer, embracing his precious flock of sheep. A moonlit journey.
Not starve.
I'll go back. I guess I'll buy equipment. I don't remember putting this in. Reaping strike. Perform a powerful strike that causes 300% damage when activated. Gains 1 food if the target is defeated. Excludes undead and corrupted. Broad shield. One-handed weapon required. Used to defend to block attacks from ranged enemies. Reduces movement speed. Defend 30 attacks from enemies to unlock this token. And Reaper's Arrow. Inflict 200 damage to a living enemy when activated. Undead or immune, ignores armor. Deal 125% damage to brimstone enemies. Powerful combat item with a limited number of uses. How many uses? 3. Interesting. Alright. Buy food. Might as well. Considering... Sell equipment. Nothing really to sell. So I guess I'll just leave and head to the last one. Hungry peasants! So lovely.
Because their leaders have failed them.
I remember this card. It's the Hungry Paupers. You're surrounded by hungry armed villagers. A few push forward to confront you while many more hang back out of harm's way. Every food you donate will feed one angry villager. Please, my children are starving. I'll give 2 food. You hand out some food, a few villagers grab what they can and run off. Well, that sucks. I have no food. I can smell apples, one man shouts. Hand them over. Try to push your way through. Okay. Yeah, I will discard that. I don't want to lose health. Apparently that's why. Okay. Fuck off already. You do what you can to protect yourself without hurting anyone and flee. You hope that they manage to find somewhere else. You lose Australia for 3 turns. Jesus Christ. Really wish I had that goddamn blessing now to show me all the other cards when I reach an exit, because I would like that now so I can avoid any more of those fucking cards. Those are garbage. Although you keep one hand on your weapon for the entire journey, nothing reveals itself as a threat. Okay.
The well-fed are unpredictable.
No.
The hungry always seek a meal.
No.
Through force if necessary.
No. Your companion backs away, saying there's no glory in fighting starving peasants. Other trio of villagers... No. A baby-eating ogre. Yep, I'm the warrior who befriended him, and I'll fucking kill you all. Fuck off, the lot of you. Get out. Or feel my wrath. I wonder if I can actually just down them all. I just realized that's not a thing because they're gonna get up. Yeah, they got right back up. Oh, okay. Well, luckily I only killed like 3 of them. The remaining peasants back away, beaten and exhausted. For but a few scraps of food, you could have spared these men's lives. Yeah, well, guess what? I don't fucking have any goddamn food. You continue your journey, leaving 2 bodies to the crows. For killing peasants, you have failed to win the gold token. Fuck you.
What do you think happens to the mind when one returns from death in this way? What happens to the heart?
I don't know. One night you wake to the sound of a rusty wagon wheel passing on a nearby trail. Cautiously, you sneak closer to observe the scene. A drudge of skeletons is slowly dragging a wagon full of corpses through the forest. What? They seem oblivious to your presence as they continue their journey. I'm just gonna attack them. Turn as 1 to meet your challenge. Ugh. Sorry, but when a fucking group of peasants deal 75 damage to me, yeah, I'm gonna fucking kill them next time. They deserve it. Come on! I gotta get this questing mace going. Damn it! You hope your efforts will allow a few souls to rest in peace rather than to share the fate of those bones you just vanquished. Gain 2 fame. What is the questing base required? Defeat 20 corrupted. Well, we're not going to run into any corrupted. We're running into undead.
I cannot
Interception.
see how alliances with the thieves of the Empire improve your situation. The enemy of your enemy is not always your ally.
Look, dealer, I only put it in because it gave a shard and it was new. I wanted to see what it did. Don't fucking judge me for that, asshole. You follow a trail of hearsay to an inn in the town of Alderrose. And the barkeep introduces himself as Harvey and says, Father Galfrey mentioned that you were a keen thief, so I have a lucrative proposition for you. A new reeve is to be elected. I've intercepted the letter and made an adjustment to include myself, the great Harvey of Alderrose. All I'd like you to do is get this list into the messenger's hands without him noticing. He hands you a sealed scroll. When the messenger arrives, he rests his satchel on the stool beside him. Bump into him. Well, this'll be interesting.
Poorly done.
Yep.
You must harness your will and find the quiet stillness inside you.
It was a little too hard. You pretend to trip into him, but he catches you trying to slide your hands into the satchel. Thief! I'm being robbed! He shouts. You escape before anybody tries to be a hero. Whatever. One drunken night. Good. That way I can get some gold and food. Gotta go for all of them, though. Can't waste any. We need to get every single piece of gold and every single piece of food. Ow. Okay. Was there anything more this way? Whoa, it doesn't appear to be. Just gonna say no. And move on. Ow. Alright, it looks good. How much did we get? Please say 10,000 food and 5 gold. 4 food and 15 gold. And 2 fame. Fumble in your haversack for something to eat. Happily you find a half-eaten pastry and try to find your way out of the woods. Lovely. No more hungry peasants now. Come on, Yvonne, Yvette. Don't be greedy now. At least I get 5 food from the damn pies. An uneasy silence fills the air on a moonlit night, prompting you to continue your journey without stopping to camp. Although you keep one hand on your entire journey, nothing happens. Yada yada yada.
Hunger.
The wretched.
It chews at you. This whole land is starving, and you are left with only hard choices.
Yeah, I know. I had to kill peasants. You wake one night to the sound of rustling. With a start, you realize there are thieving hands pilfering your supplies. I thought I wasn't sleeping. You lunge for the closest thief. Okay. You catch the thief with his hand in your supplies and quickly snatch the bounty back. Thank you. Easily hoist your attacker off their feet. They're no common bandit. You are face to face with a dirty, sickly child. Please, Isamas, they can't feed us at home. We have to take what we can just to survive. Offer some food, give the child nothing. I've already lost it, so I don't care at this point. I'm just frustrated. You send the child on his way with a stern warning and a threatening swing of your weapon. Doesn't kill him.
Can you
Oh,
claim
great.
this
Peasant
token?
king, who doesn't...
Can you claim
Oh,
this
great. Peasant
token?
king, who doesn't... He wants all the food in the world. 27 pieces of bread. Fuck you. Peasant king, bastard. I stopped caring. They're max life, so it doesn't really matter. Fuck you. So I get to draw a card for every one of them, huh? Is that how we do this then? I see how it is now. So you have to basically try and give as much food as you can in order to turn down their numbers, and then however many are left, you have to draw a card for every one of them, or fucking kill them. Which you might actually just be able to fight and knock enough of them down in order to withstand them, I guess. Damage inflicted from pain cards reduced by 5. Excludes damage from shadows. What the hell are shadows? Leave. Gotta see what those last two cards are. Might as well.
Farmers
Bitter winter.
know better than any other that we reap the rewards of our earlier efforts.
The maiden! Food! For a platinum maiden, that was horseshit on the food. I know beggars can't be choosers, but that was fucking horseshit. You need to give more than that. Yeah, like watch. Here, we're gonna give 5 food. And now there's 3 more. Claim I have no food. Try to push your way through. 1, 2, we're dead, and 3. Okay.
Slain. In time, you will gain the skills you need.
Wow, that was ridiculous. For beating Thomas the Ogre in a game of skill, not in a fight. Gladiator's Visage. However you want to pronounce
There's
it.
still many who can be saved.
Yeah, fuck those people. None of them can be. They're all greedy assholes. That's frustrating, but that's all the time we've got for today, guys. As always, hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please feel free to leave a like. If you have any comments or suggestions, you leave those in the comment section down below. If you want to keep up to date with all of my videos, you can subscribe. You can follow me on Facebook to become part of the conversation, and also part of the voting for games I should play in the future. And as always, I'm DemonFire93, and I'll see you guys next time.